Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. Today we're gonna do something that we've basically not done since we started this mod pack. We have been relying on this rare metal ore patch since the beginning of this mod pack. We are now running a bit low. When we have the core mining one coming in, we're fine, but our rare metals consumption is a little bit too high now. So we're gonna have to find an external source of rare metal. I was thinking we're gonna go down here and add 2 mines to this. Now, to mine rare metal, we need this. We need chlorine. We do have this up here. Fairly abundant as well. So let's build this. And a loading station, please. We'll build it there. No, we will not build it there. That was a little bit off, I think. What about here? That looks a little bit better. We'll take this. Make sure we get that. Pretty sure that this here is over. That we can clean this out, yeah? No, not that. Okay. Let's see if we can hit this without removing any weird stuff from my railway network. It's a lot of belt to recycle. Probably removed something that I shouldn't have, but it's okay. As long as the rail is functional, we'll be fine. Boom. Then we can place that down there. Let's grab a couple of these. Like so. And we want to put them out here on... Okay, there's... I'm not gonna be too picky here, I think. that should be it. We'll do that. It's fine. We'll put a couple here as well. And take this out. Like so. And we'll want this to go up here somewhere, yeah? Not there though. And then we'll go through with that. This, on the other hand, will go in from the right side. Like here. And here. And then suddenly we'll have a ton of belts that need to go in here. So 2 can go in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will go in there. Now you will be doing this. This will be this, but request. Okay. And you will do when chlorine is less than 2k, for example. So basically when it's empty. This will be rare. Yeah, this will be this, yeah? Build more trains. Okay, and then we need to pump this. We need to pump this out. There we go. Okay. We'll do that. I think these pipes might be too long, so we might need to end up replacing something here. But we'll see once it's placed and done. It's a distance to go in there, really. We are out of petroleum. How is that possible? Right, I think your thing is a bit too low. But I think we're still out of petroleum. I think that's a genuine problem. Can you go to train deployment circuit condition, please? And then we'll replace you with a train, but small. Do we have... Oh, wait. This is a train group, yes. Okay. And this is the only train in this group. Okay, you can stay there for now. So how are we doing here? We don't have any trains with this stop. Because I think this needs to go here. Empty cargo. Thank you. Those are incredibly slow, by the way. The one loco trains. So how are we doing here? Well, this is not fully built, but we might be okay pipe length. I didn't think so, but we might actually be okay. Also, I never thought petroleum would be a problem here. Maybe naively, I didn't think that. Where's my pumps? Pump. Let's see if we can fill that a little bit quicker. And then these are already steel pumps, so that's fine. You're just waiting for your thing. Kinda need to make sure these are not going anywhere. I need to send this into the thing, the correct train group. How many trains are we working with right now? 71, okay. 400 stations and 45 groups. Hmm. Okay, that doesn't count the different surfaces though. So there's a little bit more than that, because they do get transferred. Okay. That's good to know. Okay, you're not done yet. We're still waiting. Okay. Yeah, so this is a little bit too much. We'll put a pump here. And we'll see if that solves the problem, but we might need to put more pumps in here. Right now we are looking at 424. We might need to be doing something over here as well. If we're doing something, it would be here, yeah? And here. We'll see. We'll see. Somehow you managed to mine anyway, which I find really weird. But whatever, dude. Okay, you are in the correct thing. You are not made yet. Takes a little bit too long for those, not gonna lie. Not goon lie. We did put this in. Okay, we do have a decent amount. So, did you construct your thing yet? No. But this is not connected. Okay, so we do need this, yeah? Should have done this instead, yeah? That would have been a smarter solution. That would have been a way smarter solution. But oh well. We figured it out. Eventually. Okay. Petroleum. You're doing your thing. You're gonna go here immediately, and you should be filling this up quite fast. But we don't have the output capacity here either, because we only have 2 pumps going out here. And we're going a little bit over, barely. Oh. Oh. Yeah, we need to... We need to get this holmium out here, I think. Yep, They are crashing fairly frequently. For some reason. What's the chance? It's a 2% chance to crash. Okay, it's not that frequently. It's not that frequently. But they have crashed a couple of times. Thus, we have 125k in the system that we need to get rid of. But we'll put that there. It's okay. Tis okay. These modules that we're lacking, why are we lacking those? Wait, you're not getting advanced circuits? This is definitely due for an upgrade as well. Yep, this is definitely due for an upgrade. Oh. When we did this the last time, we fucked up this thing. And that has been affecting our circuit production a little bit. But I still think it needs a little bit of a thing here. Unfortunately, our big boy modules we're out of those. So let's go there and see if we can do anything about that or not. We need to actually go to the right spot first. So we go up here. I'll build this myself, I guess. There we go. So what are we lacking here? I see. Vulcanite is problematic as usual. It's another thing that we really need to look at. We need to fix our Vulcanite. Alright, you're not accepting anything because you still have 13k. That's okay. That is okay. We have a bunch of those. Let's see. So this definitely needs decent chunk of these. We are to do, if we're gonna do this properly. So this is 960 and 480, which is the same. So the resource spent is the same, but we are getting about 10% more. So it's full belt, half belt. And we get 1344 instead of 1190. I think it's worth it. I definitely think it's worth it. Getting slightly more red circuits. It's not a lot, but it's slightly more. Let's take a look here again. Struggling a little bit with modules. But the chlorine looks fine. I mean, we're gonna need those speed modules if this is gonna produce anything meaningful. Because right now we're doing 900 or so, and this is doing 1k. It's a little bit, but it's not that much. We're gonna want to wait for these as well. So when it comes to vulcanite, this process needs to be extended. So if we had more, we would be able to do more here. So this produces roughly 200. And you can spend 1200. Okay. Yeah. How are we? Did we already spend all of this? Not really. Oh, we spent all the red circuits though. Oof. Big oof. We're gonna put those in there. And this is not even a big boy train. And this still takes like 75k or something. It's gonna be 8k each. Oh, 64k even. You are spending a not insignificant amount of copper. Like this is 2k. Definitely not insignificant. How are we doing down here? Still missing these. Well, it's because of the circuits, right? You know, that's kind of annoying. So... yeah, you're getting your thing. We have 143k here, though. It's absolutely insane. But, yeah. So unfortunately, this is gonna send a new payload, right? It's definitely gonna send a new payload. Hopefully it's gonna hit this time. I have 13. Okay. Let's go to Vulcanite. Vulcanite is definitely a problem. think what we want to do is this. And then maybe even we upgrade the belt here. Maybe we do that. That's not a terrible idea. Let's do that. I don't think we'll have enough of these modules. But it's okay. This here is not producing enough because we're limiting this, right? Did we set this to 6K? We did. We could maybe go 12K. Let's go 10K. This is 2K right now. It should be fine. Oh, really? We're out of this. Oh, it was probably because it was standing still for such a long time. So this needs to get going again. So this is quite a lot. A big increase in enriched vulcanite. Which is good. It's still not gonna fill these up though. We've been pretty steadily doing 200 per minute. So let's see how much we can do. This has room to do up to 1K. And I don't think we're not reaching that, I can tell you. Well, let's see where this guy goes. You're gonna go in here. That's unfortunate. No. Can you go here instead? And then here. Because I'd like you to go to modules instead. I know this is probably a bit greedy of me, but... Thank you. Oh, between episodes, by the way, I also had to add another reactor because we were capping out on power. Genuinely capping out on power. So, yeah. We now have 5 nuclear reactors. Which is, you know, it's both good and bad. What's going on here? Actually. Are we eating all the crushed? We might have to wait a bit to get the crushed through. Genuinely. I mean, you are increasing the level, yeah? So it should be fine. But it looks like as long as these are working, half a belt is not enough. No, it's not, I see. It really is not enough. I guess this design has, like, genuinely come to the end of the line. Which is interesting. So we can only feed about this many. Well, we could upgrade to green belt. We could upgrade to green belt. How is that 30? Yeah, okay. Do we send this? I think we send it. This is gonna take some time. But, I don't remember what the increase is between blue to green. And it's 15 per second, so half a belt is gonna be 30 per second, which is 1800 per minute. It's pretty good. And then I think there's one more level. One more level. We do have 96 on the way. And this is now done with that. Okay, so you should have most of these resources, but it's gonna take a little bit of time to finish every single thing, yeah? Which I'm fine with. I'm fine with that. It's gonna hopefully make sure that we can use the whole build. Let's go back over here to advanced circuits, the thing that we were doing before we got mega distracted. I don't know if I was out of range there for a second. I think so. put this up. Some stone here to clear out. How are we doing over here? Okay, you are about to be full. There's a lot of modules left. But, you know, we should be doing a lot more this time around. 60 on the way. Why are we lacking these? Oh, because I stopped building them. I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Somehow, somewhere in my past, I decided that it was a really, really good idea to stop building those. I think they were expensive. And I'm sure that that decision was correct at the time. Right, okay, yeah, we do have these coming now. At a pretty decent speed. What? It looks like it's module Mark II, but it's because they're stacked. That's fucking with my brain so bad. So this is 1344. We still have a ton of modules here, so let's dump those in. $13.44. We're gonna be there soon with this as well. We're actually doing a little bit more now because we didn't add the prod modules yet. But that should safely land us on 1344 and 2688. 2688. So we've been stuck here around 1.7 for a decent chunk of time. Right now we're doing 2.2. The question is... Right. I don't think this build can do the thing. I don't think we have the inserter capacity for this. Oh, this is something we can rectify fairly easily here. I also think when we do this, our electronic components are not gonna be up to speed. So as we can see, this here ain't a full belt. So you are making 2.6. Okay, it should be enough, though. It should be enough, but I don't think it is. How much plastic are you eating? You are eating a full belt. think reasonably, we drag another belt. We don't put it there. We're gonna take this. I'll drag this here. Not the best or prettiest solution. But yeah. Okay, yeah, we are also taking it in here, you know. So until this is full, which takes some time, then this is gonna struggle a little bit. I'd be tempted to make another one. So we're gonna need a lot of components. We can also make components via this, which is significantly more complex. And it doesn't really save any per craft resources, but it makes a lot more. We don't have the advanced chemical plant though, so we are unable to do that for now. It's about 400, yeah. I'm really tempted to put another one of these out here. I don't think we'll have resources for this. I do not think we'll have resources for this, but we might be getting a bit more. Enough to build up a nice overflow here. I wonder if it's the extract that's limiting this now. It is. We have loaded up 23k of this extract. So we need this. These should now be making full-time. Like, this needs half a belt, right? Transport belt, red. Actually needs a little bit more than half a belt to function fully. So this is not either. This ain't working either fully. So we're gonna have to do this. And this. And this. And this. Because remember, we do have a bit more here. This is a full belt. More than a full belt of stuff. We might actually have to upgrade the whole thing. Not gonna lie. Let's send that. So it might not add up properly otherwise. Okay, you're still lacking your things here. You are not getting these enough. You don't have immersion gear wheels enough. This is taking some time. We don't have a lot of these plates. I mean... Okay, our logistics bots are fully busy right now. Wow. We're out of these. Because we're out of this. Because we're out of these. Because we're out of iron. Because we're out of iron? Huh? Okay, first of all, absolutely not anymore. This here, don't. You guys can take from this or whatever, but don't take from this part of the base anymore. That doesn't make any sense. But we can't be out of that. Okay. This is now fully filled up. And we are doing 2.7. Which is a good jump up from 1.7 and 2.1 even. That is good. That is very good. You're gonna have to wait for a while. Oh no. Are you telling me that you crashed another one? No, I don't think so. Oh no, this is why this is happening. Bro. You know, I'm actually retarded. Well, this brings me to a fun experiment I'd like to do. Can I do this to game the thing? That's the question. If I can insert crushed holmite here to make this full so we don't get another delivery, that would fix a bit of this problem. Please let that work that way. Let's see if I can even get there and help out. So we have now fucked ourselves royally with this. I really need to double check that before I build something, you know? It's right down here, I think. So. we don't trash unrequested. Just gonna do that. You are able. This is good news. This is very good news. I'll be honest. You don't need to trash unrequested, by the way, but at least request from buffer chests. So you're gonna work that off before we do anything else. Thank you. That makes sense to me. Some iron is trickling in here, but it's not a lot. It is not a lot. We really need to do an iron rebuild very, very soon. Because this ain't... We can't be living off 2 blue belts off plates anymore. That ain't happening. So we need to extend this. I mean, we'd need to do a... I think we'd need to do a full rebuild of the whole thing, honestly. I think we need to get that done next time. Yeah, unloading required for next payload. Good. We're gonna work off that debt. We have a lot of stone, but they're all in passive chests, so it should be fine. How did we do up here? Okay, we're just waiting for these to be constructed. Then not much else is different. You are waiting for what? You're unfortunately waiting for liquid fuel, which is a problem. How are we doing with pyroflux? 92k. My friend. That ain't good. We had a dip here. I think that was when power dipped. Okay, we need to get this unlocked. Let's take a look at orbit here. We are... I'm assuming now that we are struggling with biochem or biomechanical, which is this one. And that's struggling because of biomass, and you're struggling because of bioculture. Wait. Biomass is not struggling because of this anymore? Well... I mean, well... Let's increase that. I unfortunately don't think we have that much stocked up. No, we don't. We have nothing. We have nothing. Nothing is what we have. And I am suspecting that you are also waiting for fuel. You are waiting for fuel. Do we need another backup system for fuel? That's the question. We could go back to doing this. This is very oil heavy. Some iron that we don't really care that much about. Could go back to doing that. We do have room to import more things here. So we could build another system. We could build another system. It's either that or we build something that helps us with pyroflux. This is 4 modules. This is Biological Science Pack 2. I mean, my guy, we're struggling really hard with Biological Science Pack 1. I don't know what you want. Every single item is a struggle right now, but we need to fix iron and we need to fix solid rocket fuel. So that's going to be prio number 1 next time. Everything else relies on those 2 things. You're not telling me. You are telling me. This is going straight through. This is going straight through. We are about to have not enough green circuits to support this. Or we don't have enough green circuits to support this fully. Okay. This process eats 144,000 stone per hour. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think we might want to go back to wood circuits, actually. If we want to scale this up. Okay, let's do that as the last thing we do today. Right now, we are doing... let's see. Let's say we do 2 of this, and we're doing this in here. Okay. And we are doing these, let's say, And then we're doing a beacon with this. Which, I mean, it doesn't matter that much. And then we're doing... it doesn't matter either, to be honest. But this is what we're doing here, right? Well, technically not using those modules yet, but I digress. Yes. Stone brick in this with those modules and a beacon with this. Boom. 2.1. Press Control plus right to cycle. Okay, well, whatever. We can easily convert this. Anyway, let's take 2 more belts of this. And we're doing this with wood instead. Can I copy this? Duplicate. Delete. Duplicate. Delete. Delete. Okay. Interesting. Whatever. So we can't do that. I'm learning new things as I go here. But we want the same amount. We are going into the same thing here with the same beacon build, right? And then either we just go full natty here and we're like, okay, well, we're gonna go like this. At which point we need 171 greenhouses to do this, which results in this build needing 500 megawatts of power. So let's not do that. What? What just happened? No, I don't want to undo an action from that long ago. French. Whatever. So again, 2 full belts of wood circuits. We are going in this machine with this module, with this beacon, with this module. We want wood. We want sand to go in here. Let's go 3rd module, yeah? And then we want this recipe for sand. Not in a mechanical facility. With this module. With this beacon. So it turns out we have 2 options. Right? This significantly cheaper on power, or not really. It's 30%, but which is still 30%. And I don't think if we go up a module here, that just makes it worse, you know? Anyway, power aside, we are saving 659 is 39,500 per hour. Okay, and 551 is 33,000. So we're saving about 6,000 stone per hour by doing this differently. And the only way we would be doing this differently interesting that we can have subfloors. How do I edit the recipe here? How do I edit the recipe? Okay, I mean, wood with fertilizer would be the next step. So if we just humor me for 1 second here, and we do this with wood, we still want to do this thing because of reasons, and we'll do this module here. So wood with fertilizer uses half of the sand, actually. Vitalic hydrocarbon extraction. What? Okay. Whatever. Microgravity wood growth. Yeah, no. We ignore what we really need in terms of fertilizer, because it's fairly easy to make, I think. There's nothing really interesting here either. We don't want to do it in a mechanical facility. So here's the real gain then, because this is significantly less stone. Like significantly less stone. This is 1/6 almost. This is 138. Let's round up times 60. That would save us over 30,000 stone per hour. But we'd have to make fertilizer, which does use a little bit of sand. But I mean, this is... If we go through the thing properly here, and we do this, I mean, it's... Yeah. It's 165. It's still gonna save us like 25,000. Let's do 166. It's not exactly 30k at that point, but let's say it's 28 to 29k stone per hour saved if we were to do this fertilizer route instead. Oh, that's not even true, because we would be doing slightly more. It's 158. It doesn't matter. But this is a good route, I think. In terms of power, this also saves us power, actually, compared to this process. Okay. Well, unfortunately, that makes me decide that we are gonna have a full rebuild of the green circuits as well. Ugh. And we'd need fertilizer to come into this area as well. What else do we need that we don't have today? Nothing. A spot for a ton of greenhouses. And this, I mean, it takes wood directly. Yeah. Okay. Because ideally, we want to, like, double this. And this whole thing, you needed like 100 times 60. You need 6,000 fertilizer per hour. How much can we make in this? Oh, okay. Yeah, we can make a lot of fertilizer. So it's 100 per minute. I'd be inclined to train it here if I can. I think I'd have to build a fertilizer train here. Maybe expand this. Okay. Well, we'll take a look at that next time. That's a lot of things that we need to look at. And unfortunately, our tether here is not doing well either. Man, I'm getting distracted now. We are struggling with beryllium. I haven't looked at this. It's probably full of water. It's full of water. Okay. At least a decently easy fix. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a really nice day.